Welcome back to Talk and Dribble, episode 49, NBA edition. We are knee-deep in free agency right now, aren't we? There's a lot going on. It's quieted down over the last few days, but there's been some big stuff going on, isn't there? We saw KD, he's gone. We saw Valanciunas once out of Denver already after just arriving there. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of teams that are starting to come up. There's a lot of teams that are looking pretty average right now.
Yeah, just today, Clippers have just decided to offload the only bloke who can shoot on their roster. They've just traded Norman Powell to Utah. No, it was a 3-team trade.
Yep.
So Miami get Norman Powell, Utah get Kevin Love and
Kyle Anderson and a second-round pick.
And then Clippers get John Collins. So I guess that gives them a true 4. Yeah. So that kind of has the starting 5 of Harden. Who'd be the 2?
Harden.
Wouldn't be Chris Dunn still.
Chris Dunn, they might start him just defensive
and
purposes.
And then Kawhi, Collins, Zubac.
Derek Jones is running around in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll be coming off the bench. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like getting rid of Norman Powell. He just came off a career year.
Yeah.
People were putting him in all-star talks, and now you just offload him for John Collins.
I know. Like, I understand the value of trading him when he has the highest value. Yeah. Like, you know, he might not have a season like that again. But still, he's your best shooter. He spreads the floor for Harden, who liked his ISO game. And he's perfect for a player like Harden, for a playmaker like Harden. And then he's that perfect secondary option when Kawhi goes down. Like Kawhi, when he was injured, Norman Powell carried the load of the offense. And is John Collins, does he have that ability? Like, bro, I feel like you could have got more for him, honestly. But
for sure.
What can you do?
Good pickup by the Heat. I like that. I really like that. They might be slowly building something there.
Yep.
But, interesting trade. But, you know, Clippers just doing Clippers things.
Quickly off the top, we did mention this in our footy app, in episode 48. Tune into the footy app if you're listening to this. But Kyrie Irving is not Australian, at least until he reps the green and gold. Like, we ranked our top 10 players
in Australia.
From Australia,
yep.
NBA players. And we didn't have Kyrie in there because, like, he hasn't played for us in the Olympics. He's literally played for America.
I seriously don't care that he was born in Melbourne. What has he shown to be Australian so far? He's never worn the green and gold. Yeah, he played for the States in the Olympics.
He played against us.
Yeah, he whipped our ass. So obviously, absolutely cooked us.
Right, people are coming for us in the comments. It's crazy.
People think we're so dumb. It's like, oh, you forgot Kyrie. We didn't fucking forget Kyrie. He's not Australian.
It's like, bro, if we actually had him in there, obviously he'd be number 1.
Yeah,
like, bro, but he literally played for another country against us in the Olympics back in 2016.
If he comes and plays for us in 2028, then that would be awesome. And then that's when we can put him as an Australian. Right now, he's not an Australian. Yeah. Like, I'm just not having that. It is insane.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. When we put that list together, I did not expect to be copping the flame for not having Kyrie.
I thought we'd cop flack for putting him in there. Who would be like, he's not Australian.
Probably would.
Yeah, you can't win. The dribblers just do not care. But yeah, just shocking. Had to touch on that because that's poor form.
Just a little address. Also, we've hit 3,000 followers on TikTok. So thanks for following us on TikTok.
Appreciate that.
Keep following us. I think we hit 200 subscribers on YouTube as well.
Yep.
So hit the subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Head over to the Instagrams as well.
Head over to the Instagrams. It's still there.
It is still alive.
We're on the 500 for Instagram. 500.
So let's try and build it up slowly, just building blocks. If you're following on TikTok, a couple of swipes to the right.
Follow us on X as well. I think we got like 1 follower.
I can't remember the last time we posted on X.
I haven't actually used X yet. I think I used it like once. It's just, I don't know.
I'm not a big Twitter man or X man, whatever it is
You
anymore.
were for a bit there.
I know. We probably got to get active again, but there's not much going on.
No.
The NBA season's done. The NFL season isn't up and running. So but we'll get more on top of it. But loving the support we're getting over TikTok. Everyone's just, showing the love, which we love. And obviously the dribblers still let us know. One little mistake. It doesn't matter. But
the more followers, the more abuse you get.
Exactly. It's just pure abuse.
You take it off.
Got called twats about the Kyrie situation. Something like that's a bit aggressive.
Tad aggressive. That's okay. We mean well.
We do.
Should we get stuck in?
I think so. Well, I did just touch on that because of all the moves that are going on. There's been teams that are building up. And then we also saw towards the end of last season, there's teams that cost a few injuries and stuff. And now we're loading off on players. So we've got a little thing here on which teams in the NBA are rising and falling for the NBA next season.
Cool.
All right.
So we'll start with rising?
We'll start with rising. Who will rise? Do you want to start us off?
Just going to go per team. One. So first off, I've got the Orlando Magic. Yeah. So obviously the big addition of Desmond Bane, massive. I reckon that has just given them that, literally just the hole that was in their starting lineup. Shooting, what they missed last season was offense and shooting. Mm-hmm. And Paolo's actually just signed a max rookie extension, which is amazing. So they've just got everyone locked up now.
Yep.
And they've got this young core. And I think the East is wide open next year. So if Desmond Gapbane can average, have a similar production as he did with Memphis, Jalen Suggs back from injury, and that lineup of Suggs, Bane, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and then Wendell Carter as a 5.
They just re-signed Mo Wagner as well.
They still got Batadze off the bench.
Brought in Tyus Jones as a backup guard.
Yep, and Tyus Jones definitely showed last year that he's a backup guard. Yeah. You can't have him starting. No. Everyone kind of thought he was the perfect addition for Phoenix when they added him as a playmaker, but he's a really good secondary guard. Mm-hmm. Perfect playmaker off the bench. Like, who was their guard last season? They didn't...
It was Suggs, Cole Anthony, Anthony Black.
And Anthony Black's still there, but from a playmaking perspective, Jones is definitely better than Cole Anthony. So,
for sure.
No, I really like the trajectory of this lineup.
For sure.
They could be top 3-4 seed in the East.
100%. Staying in the East as well, I've got the Atlanta Hawks are rising as well. Absolutely love what they did in the offseason. Firstly, bringing in Tingus Pingus was just huge. The draft, what they did there, I feel like they did finesse the Pelicans quite a bit there. As well as bringing in Nickeil Alexander-Walker as well, he showed the T-Bulls. He's one of the best perimeter guard defenders in the league. And then you stash that on top of, you've got an all-star guard in Trae Young. Yep. You've got Dyson Daniels, who just came off a most improved year and possibly could have won Depoy as well.
Yeah.
You're backing in on a Jalen Johnson to stay healthy.
Yep.
And, he probably could have won most improved as well last season or even had himself in all-star contention. Yep. He was off to an outstanding start to the year. And then they've moved off Clint Capella, which I like. He's an older sort of center now that really just kind of lost his way within that rotation.
Yep.
Onyeka Okongwu comes in and takes that starting 5-man spot, which I really like. He's much more versatile and more athletic. Clint Capella these days, he's a little undersized, but I think just what they've built around Trae Young right now is the best team we've seen him have possibly since 2021. And I reckon it's better than that 2021 squad as well.
And they signed Luke Kennard as well. Yep. So good shooter off the bench. Mm-hmm. Like, I think now we can actually see... Like, we've been seeing Trae Young ball out for years, but now we can actually see a really good roster around him that actually has potential to compete. They were always within that. Like, if they made the playoffs, they were a first-round exit, they were a playing team. They were essentially just like my Bulls, essentially.
Right, it literally just felt like every year it was 9v10 Atlanta the Bulls in the play-in tournament.
Bro, if Jalen Johnson can stay healthy, that, like, point-forward player, so I'd love to see even just, like, pick-and-roll game between Jalen Johnson and Kristaps Porzingis. Dyson Daniels, he'll continue to go from strength to strength.
Imagine trying to score on this team, especially in the clutch. You're talking about, say you've got one possession to go score, and you're talking about, let's go get a bucket on Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels. Oh, forgot to say Zachary Ricochet, Jalen Johnson, and Onyeka Okongwu, or Tingus Pingus in there as well. Yeah. Good luck scoring over that lineup. That is some elite defenders.
And that's the thing. He was like Tingus Pingus was like the starting center for Celtics. Obviously, when he wasn't there, they had Al Horford, like 36-year-old Al Horford. Yeah. Right now, if they choose to start Porzingis, like, they can, that'd be great. But if he's injured, they've got Onyeka Okongwu there, who's just the perfect, like, he's like the perfect, he's at that window of, like, could he go to another level of, like, because his defense is great, but his offensive production could just get better and better, especially having an experienced vet in Porzingis to show him the way. Because he has the potential to be like a stretch big. His interior offense is way better.
Yep.
But no, I love the way this roster is shaping up.
For sure. It's a big test for Trae Young to kind of find out, is he our man? Can he actually lead us to a higher seed and make a deep playoff push again? It's a big test for him. So this Hawks team, I'm falling in love with it. I absolutely love the construction of it. They've got the right person at the helm. And I love... I've just gone blank.
Quinn
Snyder. Yeah. Love Quinn Snyder as well. I loved what he did at Utah. Yep. And I think he's going to do some good stuff here.
And if Ricochet progresses, he's the number one pick, bro.
100%. Well, they drafted him for this exact reason. Everyone was saying it's like a number one pick role player. Well, you don't need him to be anything more than what he can be. Yep. Just go down, play elite defense, and go down, make shots. Yep. Be a stretch wing. So it looks like it's just a really strong constructed team right now.
Another team, probably apart from the Hawks, one of the most successful teams in this free agency, the Denver Nuggets. I love the additions of Cam Johnson, obviously. He's a bit older than Michael Porter Jr., not as good of a three-point shooter, strictly, as Porter Jr. Porter Jr. is a very good three-point shooter.
Yeah.
But offers way more. He's definitely a smarter player. Definitely can
better
play,
defender.
and he can play like a two-man game with Cam Johnson, Nikola Jokic. I would love to see that. He's a better defender. I think his defense has definitely been overrated these last few years. Like, everyone's quick to tag any wing who can shoot a three as a 3-and-D player.
When you're playing at Brooklyn, it's tough. You're not playing much meaningful basketball. When the stakes are higher and he actually has a position on like, this is what we need out of you, it probably picks up his game on the defensive end as well. Because he doesn't have to
He's nowhere near as one-dimensional as Porter Jr.
No,
he's a high IQ player.
Yeah.
And then obviously the addition of Bruce Brown, Jonas Valanciunas, Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah. Obviously Tim Hardaway is just, he's a real kind of just plug-in player, can get you a quick, 10, 12 points, or he'll literally do nothing.
Yep.
But they got him for chips and a great shooter off the bench.
We've seen how well these shooters work with Jokic. Like, blokes like Jokic and LeBron and stuff, you get shooters around them. Yeah. You get blokes who can go knock down shots, and that's exactly what they've done.
And they didn't have that last season. Off the bench, who they have? Najee, they had Peyton Watson, Julian Strother, like these blokes. Like Mike Malone obviously was making it clear, like, get me some vets who actually have playoff experience.
100%.
And they've done that. So
just not with Mike Malone.
No, not with Mike Malone.
You can actually go.
See you, Malone. See you, Kelton Booth.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Christian Brown, if he keeps progressing, bro, I'm loving the look of Christian Brown.
Yep.
So, and as long as you have Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray stays healthy, Aaron Gordon, like this team now, they have more flexibility around it. So Aaron Gordon doesn't have to hopefully play 40 minutes in the playoffs and get injured.
Depth has always been their issue. Yeah. Has always been their issue, and now that's what they're really filling up on.
And hopefully Jonas Valanciunas wants to stick around. Man wants to just piss off to Greece.
Came to Denver for a day. He's like, no, I'm good.
Good, bro. I don't want to play with the best player in the world.
Yeah, no, I don't want to win a championship. Screw that.
So I guess we'll see what happens there. But it would be great to actually see Jokic finally have a good backup center. Like DeAndre Jordan. Not that he was playing a lot, but he actually played some playoff minutes last season, which is just insane to think about.
It's just not what you want.
How they got to 7 games with OKC with DJ playing like some minutes. Like, that's crazy, man.
DJ, bro. We love DJ. But no, love that. Sticking in the West again. I know they got the 2 seed, but the Houston Rockets, I think everyone kind of knew they were a bit of a flawed 2 seed last year. They were a bit of a regular season powerhouse that you could see all these little flaws that would come into playoff gameplay, which happened against the Warriors.
Oh, they were the 2 seed, but they weren't the second best team.
No, not even close. Yeah. Not even close, but they have made some significant strides. Talking about bringing in Kevin Durant and what you only gave up for him, you gave up Jalen Green, you gave up Dylan Brooks and a cut in a few seconds. To bring in Kevin Durant, possibly the greatest scorer we have seen, is insane. Plus, you add Dorian Finney-Smith, which I absolutely love. We were talking about that. You can't have enough Dorian Finney-Smiths in a team, so they've just loaded that. You've got Tari Eason, you've got Amen Thompson, you've got Dorian. You got all these little wings that can freaking guard 1 to 5, really. Bring in Clint Capella, which I didn't mind. Re-signed Steven Adams. Re-signed Jabari Smith Jr. They've just made all the right plays. Re-signed Fred VanVleet as well, which I do like.
Yep.
But I think this team, you're talking about the growth that Amen Thompson will have. You expect him to take this massive leap again. And now his biggest struggle has been his jump shot. And you pair him with the best 4 or 5-man shooter that you can see in Kevin Durant. So all the right pieces they've done there. I love the moves they've made. Houston, I think, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't actually get the 2 seed and have a worse regular season than they did this year. But you'll actually see that they're a playoff team. They struggled with closing games and who to get the ball to. You've got that guy now that it's like, go get a bucket.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get 60 wins this year. I think there could be 3 60-win teams in the West this year.
Damn.
Thunder, Rockets, Nuggets. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, bro, T-Wolves are going to be right there. They will be.
I'm confident. Ant's just going to keep growing.
It's just that, like, Houston literally were missing Kevin Durant. Yeah. They were missing just this guy who can get his own bucket on offense, be a consistent shooter. Like, that was what Jalen Green was needing to do. And he doesn't
couldn't do it.
He doesn't have that in him. So, KD, bro. Obviously, the window of winning isn't high for this team with KD.
Yep.
But, bro, if they get a chip with KD,
because they didn't have to move much off. It's like, yeah, you've got KD for these few years, and then it's like, oh, he leaves. Now you've probably got Amen Thompson heading into his prime, Şengün in his prime, Tari Eason rising, Jabari Smith Jr. in his prime. So it's like, we're not big Rockets fans, but it is hard to go past the potential of this squad.
Bro, think back to when they traded Harden. They copped it for not getting too much player compensation, but they got a lot of picks. Mm-hmm. And those years, they drafted Şengün and was... Who did they draft in the same draft? Oh, it was Jalen Green and Şengün in the same draft. They drafted Amen Thompson. They drafted Jabari Smith. Like, they just loaded up on all this young talent. They even... Tari Eason. Was Tari Eason in the same draft as Jabari or Amen?
I think he could have been Jabari. I
think it was Jabari. So Jabari and Tari in the same year. Mm-hmm. They drafted Cam Whitmore as well amongst that, but they just traded him
as well.
Yeah, because
Phoenix didn't want Cam Whitmore.
No, they didn't.
They got offered Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Cam Whitmore and didn't want him and took the seconds, which
They just mustn't rate him. And also,
Very
amongst this,
surprised
pick 3, Reed Shepherd, who everyone was rating. Yeah. I'm not sure how he's, like, in terms of the actual opportunity he's still going to get. Yeah. Surely there's a role for him still off the bench as, like, the backup point, kind of 1 or 2.
Yep.
Anyway, back to the East. I'm seeing the Toronto Raptors rising this year. If they can stay healthy, Isaiah Quickly, Grady Dick.
Emmanuel Quickly.
Who do I say?
Every time. Isaiah Quickly.
Isaiah Quickly, bro. Why do I?
Quickly. Every time.
Emmanuel Quickly, just a casual. Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, Yaka Pirtle. Look, they're all getting paid, so they're all committed to the Raptors. Drafted Colin Murray Boyles. He's going to be a baller.
Yep.
I love the look of this lineup. And as I said, the East is wide open. So I can see Barnes being an all-star. RJ Barrett having a career year. He averaged like good numbers last year. He was like 23, 7 and 5 kind of guy.
Yeah.
Grady Dick, if he can just improve his...
Brandon Ingram?
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram's on the Raptors.
Brandon Ingram. I thought I was missing someone. If he can stay healthy, like, bro, this lineup is just...
I really like it. Yeah.
We don't know if Barnes could be like an AA plus kind of guy, but bro, he's got the potential. And if these guys can just, we're not sure how it's going to work. It might look a bit clunky. There's a lot of similar playing styles. But if these guys, there's some high volume players, like high scoring players. Ingram's a baller. Emmanuel Quickly, if he actually, like, his production goes up just a little bit, averaging like, your 17, 18.
He needs to stay healthy as well. He's had some injury concerns, but he needs to stay healthy.
Yeah, it'd just be playmaking. Playmaking's a bit of an issue. Who's going to get all these guys the ball?
We're talking about they're in an East that has never been so wide open. Yeah. So if like this is the West, you can pretty much shut them down for not being a contender. But this East, no one knows who's actually going to step up and take charge. So there's such a big window there for them to grab. So 100%, I'm super high on the Raptors this year. I think they can make some big leaps.
On face value, they should be better than the Pacers next year. They should be better than the Bucks. They should be better than Boston, who don't have Tatum.
Yep.
They should be better than a lot of Miami. Like, they should be better than probably my Bulls.
Yeah.
Definitely my Bulls.
Your Bulls.
Like, if they won 30 games last year and they had a lot of injuries. So they were 7 games behind Miami with half a squad all year. So if they actually have their full squad, there's no reason why they shouldn't win 50 games next year.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. 100%. Moving back to the West, I feel like this is a somewhat obvious one, but I expect them to take a massive leap, barring injuries, is the San Antonio Spurs. Love exactly what they did. I think they had the perfect draft. They went and got Dylan Harper, which you draft the best player available, and that's what they did. This guy could lead their offense for many years. And then getting Carter Bryant at pick 14 is great as well. They were in need of a long defensive wing. He didn't set the world on fire in college, but literally came out of Arizona, played high-quality defense, can shoot the three at a high clip, and that's exactly what they need. So that's what they were missing because their guy there was kind of like a Keldon Johnson, which I expect doesn't stick around for too long. He seems like the odd man out. Then you talk about Wemby taking another jump. If he stays healthy, he'll win a depoy. I think he's a big chance at being in the MVP race this year.
He's my pick for MVP.
He's your pick. That's huge. But like I think they're guaranteed for a playoff spot. I think if they all stay healthy, De'Aaron Fox, I expect Stephon Castle to take another step. It will be interesting to see how they kind of play with Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell on what they do with them. But then Jeremy Sohan as well, another young talent that's going to pick up. Like, they've just got all this talent.
I still think they've got another move in them. I reckon they might move off Keldon Johnson or Devin Vassell. I wouldn't be surprised.
And then I think we'll see how this pans out come All-Star break. Yeah. But then they've got a big decision to make around De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper. You're running 3 main guards right there. It's interesting to see what they want to go with it. If it's a bit clunky, I wouldn't be surprised if they move off and which one they want to focus on.
Could they throw the house at Giannis?
Yeah.
Could they? Could they be like, okay, we have too many guards. We'll throw Fox. We'll throw a bunch of picks.
Yep.
Vassell, Johnson. Would the Bucks take something like that?
Give us Acapulco.
Giannis Acapulco. Anyway, should we go to our falling?
Yeah, 100%.
First team, this is pretty obvious. I got the Boston Celtics. Yeah. I still think they'll be like could be like a 5 seed, a 6 seed in the East. They've still got the talent of Jaylen Brown, Derek White. Peyton Pritchard's going to progress. They got Anthony Simmons. At the end of the day, they don't have their best player. They don't have Tatum.
Yep.
So this is going to be a bit of a gap year for them. But Joe Mazzulla, one of the most competitive coaches in the league, one of the smartest coaches in the league. And the East is still wide open.
They're not going to tank.
No, Jaylen Brown could be a 1 and get you to like 45, 50 wins, I still think. There's so many shit teams in the East. So you're going to get wins.
And Brad Stevens upstairs, he'll just be making moves.
Yeah,
he'll just be making little things. Like, I can't see the Celtics being a bad side.
No.
They're just not going to be what
no Drew Holiday,
couple of years.
No Al Horford, no Kristaps Porzingis.
Yep.
So
Luke Cornett. Did he stick around?
No, he's gone to Spurs. He's gone to
Spurs, yep.
40 mil.
Forgot to mention him, yeah.
So I think they'll drop. Like, everyone kind of rated them as the best team in the East last season, so they're not going to be that. Yep. They're not. It'd be insane if they do. But I think they'll be, I still have them probably the 5th seed around then, but they're going to drop.
100%. I think the next one up is injuries as well, is the Pacers. No Halliburton for the year. It's tough to see how they're going to fully compete. But with this East being so wide open, you never know. Like, they've got blokes that could have a big jump, like Benedict Mathurin, Andrew Nembhard. You expect them, Obi Toppin.
Yep.
But they lost Miles Turner as well. So you told me about Miles Turner's gone and Tyrese Halliburton's out for the season. It seems like a bit of a gap year for them as well, where it's like just build up some capital, see, they find themselves in the lottery or something, get a good pick. You never know.
I don't think they'll be that bad. Like,
no,
I think
neither.
Their team's too good to. They'll be a playoff team still, I think.
Yeah, with the East, you'd expect so. But yeah, like, they're not going to, I can't see them making another finals trip, so they're definitely not going to be as good as they were this season.
The only other team I have is the Grizzlies. So I think they're making a dip this year. I don't know. They offloaded Bane. I think it's a big year to see if Ja and Triple J, if that's like the duo for the future. If they're throwing something to the wall and it doesn't quite stick this year, they could be asking a lot of questions about Ja Morant.
Oh, All-Star break could also be a big time for them, where it's like, is this working? Or do we just hit the reset button? They've got there's a really good draft class coming up next year with a couple of blokes who could go number one. So they could be like, you know what, let's just reset this.
Yeah, and it's like, can he actually lead us to a championship? Because if that's the question you ask and the answer is no, that Ja can't be our best player on a championship team.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, look, you
then
probably have to offload him. Yeah, you're paying a lot of money to Triple J. Well, Ja, is he worth, like, he'll be getting a lot of money. I don't know when he's due, but he'll be earning a lot.
Yeah.
Is he worth it? He's injury prone. He's quite fragile.
Yep.
And he's a baller. But yeah,
100%.
I'm expecting them to drop. I wouldn't be surprised if I see them making the playoffs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, if they fall out. Like with the Spurs coming up.
Yeah, 100%. Another team I see falling, and it kind of helped my case this morning with the move they made, is the Clippers.
Yeah.
We say this every year in terms of, like, everyone thinks the Clippers will drop off, like most years, because of their age and stuff, and somehow they keep kicking. But this year, with how good the West is starting to shape up, I think there'll be 3 Texas teams that end up making the playoffs, as well on top of everyone that's already in there this year. Like, you expect OKC, you expect Denver, you expect Houston, I expect the T-Wolves, Lakers, Warriors, Spurs, and who am I forgetting? And Mavericks. Did I say Mavericks? And Mavericks. It's like there's so many teams to fill, and all these teams look like they're getting better. The Clippers are getting older. They're aging quickly. They just moved off Norman Powell, which I really don't like. Look, they still have arguably the best coach in the league as well, Tyronn Lue, which keeps them kicking.
No one has the coaching advantage quite like the Clippers do. Like he's one of the best coaches in the league, and he just gets wins. So like he just randomly racks up to a 50-win season, a lot of seasons. So
they just quietly go about their business and get dubs. But I don't know. We saw Kawhi get through a whole playoff series, which was the first, but usually gets backed up with another year of injuries, which we hope not for, but they are a really old team right now. So considering the West is getting younger, quicker, and just better, I think we could see the Clippers drop out.
I don't like that Norman Powell move. I don't like that at all.
Don't like it at all. No.
Love it. Have you got any other teams? That's all.
No, apart from like the Bucks, but I think that's kind of obvious with Dame. They're still a wild card because of the East, and you've still got Giannis, but I just don't know with the Bucks. They're a real wild card team right now.
Yeah. And if Giannis requests a trade, goddamn, my God.
They're in shambles. They are in shambles. However, should we move on?
Let's move on.
I've got, talking about all these new teams and stuff, there's a few new duos going around.
Okay.
So I want you to rank these 4 new NBA duos, okay? 1 to 4. All right? Start us off with, we've got KD and Alperen Şengün for the Houston Rockets. We've got Cooper Flagg and Anthony Davis from the Mavericks. Dylan Harper and Victor Wembanyama from the Spurs. And then Miles Turner and Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Bucks.
Okay.
Rank those 1 to 4.
Jeez. Wait, was the third one Victor Wembanyama and Dylan Harper?
Dylan Harper.
Number 1, I think I'll go Anthony Davis and Cooper Flagg.
Number 1?
Cooper Flagg's generational.
All right. This year, though, like heading into this season?
I can see them just from the word go.
All right.
Just annihilating everyone. I don't know how Cooper Flag's offense is going to look. But bro, both defensively, I don't know. I think I'll have them one.
Yep. All right.
Number 2, I'll go KD and Alperen Şengün.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Şengün, I just don't know how it's going to work yet. I don't like Şengün hasn't quite played with an offensive talent like KD.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I'll have them at 2.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Number 3, I'll go Giannis and Miles Turner.
Ooh, okay.
Just the fact that Giannis is just so good.
But didn't you just say Wemby was going to win MVP?
Yeah, but Dylan Harper, I don't know how good Dylan Harper's going to be.
Yeah, right.
And this is tough. This is a tough ranking. Giannis and Turner at 3 and 4, I think.
Yep.
And that defensive upside is crazy.
Mm.
And then 4, just the youth. They're so young.
Yeah,
Wemby.
true.
I said Wemby will win MVP, but I don't know. Like it's tough. If he might not stay healthy.
Yeah, true.
Dylan Harper. I really don't know how he's like. I don't know his opportunity he's going to get in that backcourt. Like they're stacked in the guard posse. So right now, I can't put them over any of these other blokes.
Yep.
So Wemby and Dylan Harper at 4. So what's that? That's Cooper Flag, AD at 1, KD, Şengün at 2, Giannis, Turner at 3, and then Wemby and Dylan Harper at 4.
Not bad.
What
Not
would you
bad.
change?
I think I'd put Wemby and Dylan Harper above Turner and Giannis, and then
Okay. Bro, Giannis is the top 3 player in the comp.
I think for next year I'm going KD and Şengün over Flag and AD.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Health's always a big part with AD as well. We don't know how many games he's going to play, but
I don't know. I'm getting good vibes with this Mavs team.
pretty much all these duos have health issues. I'm not going to lie, but I think I'm going KD and Şengün, Flag and AD, Wemby and Harper, Giannis and Turner.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, guess we'll see.
I think so. Got another one. Got another one. Speaking about elite teams and stuff, and we just touched on how good we think some of these East teams will be. Got a little who would you rather next year team edition, the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
So I'm going to pin the Atlanta Hawks against these other fellow teams, and you pick who you want for next year. Who do you reckon is going to be better? Starting us off, Atlanta Hawks or the Orlando Magic?
Right now, I think I'll go Orlando Magic. Yeah. Just that trio plus Jalen Suggs. They don't quite have the depth of Atlanta, I think, but I'd go Orlando.
Yeah. All right. Atlanta Hawks or the Houston Rockets?
Got to go Houston. Added KD after being the 2 seed in the West.
Mm-hmm.
Şengün, KD, Jabari Smith could take a leap. Thompson, I'm picking him to have a breakout year.
Yep.
I'd go Houston.
All right. The Atlanta Hawks or the LA Lakers?
I'm just stitching up the Hawks here. I think I'm going the Lakers. Just the fact that they have Luka and LeBron.
Like a done a sissy.
I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. They added Ayton, which is something.
Yeah, it's a big.
something.
They're another wild card sort of team, but you expect them to take a leap, a full preseason, full training camp under their belt. You expect the Lakers to be better than they were.
I think I'll go Lakers.
Yep. Atlanta Hawks or their fellow LA, the Clippers.
Look, Clippers still have Kawhi, Zubats, Harden, but the fact that Hawks are in the East, I think the window's more open for them than the Clippers. So I'm going the Hawks.
100%.
I'm loving the depth of the Hawks.
For sure. The Atlanta Hawks or the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Look, one team has Ant, the other team doesn't. I still think Minnesota are better than them. Like they made another conference finals again. So Ant, Julius, you still got Dante there, Jay McDaniels, Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
You just need a guard. You need a point guard.
Need a guard.
But it's hard with this hypothetical Atlanta team. Like I'm rating them how they're looking, but we're not sure. They don't really have a secondary playmaker behind Trae Young. Like Nickeil Alexander-Walker's shown he can't be a playmaker.
No.
He just wants to play defense.
Yep.
So I'll go Minnesota still.
Good man. Good man. The Atlanta Hawks or the Boston Celtics?
Oh, the Atlanta Hawks, I think. Look, Boston still have Jaylen Brown. They still have Peyton Pritchard. They still have they traded for Anthony Simmons, Derek White. Like they still got pieces there, but this will be a gap year for them. And I think Hawks, they could be pushing for a 3-4 seed in the East.
Yeah. The Atlanta Hawks or the Indiana Pacers?
I think this year, the Atlanta Hawks, I'm loving them on both sides of the ball right now. So Pacers, another gap year for them. No Halliburton.
Sure. It's tough.
Stuff.
The Atlanta Hawks or the New York Knicks?
New York Knicks.
Yeah.
They made a conference finals last season. Jalen Brunson, he's the best player out of those two teams.
Mm-hmm.
They still got Cat. That's 2 All-NBA players they had last season. Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart. OG, who they add on their bench? Who'd they just add?
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, which I think is a great addition. I really do. They needed scoring off the bench.
Yeah, they were pretty much getting that from Deuce McBride and campaign.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't really hold that up.
Your best scorers off the bench when your best players are on the bench, nah.
For sure. The Atlanta Hawks or another big riser in the Denver Nuggets.
I'm going Denver Nuggets for sure. They got the best player in the world, and they've just added some great pieces. So I think those two teams have been two of the best handful of teams in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
So I expect Hawks to rise. I expect Denver to be better than last season, but I'm picking Denver.
All right. The Atlanta Hawks or the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I think Cavs.
Yep.
They haven't made any drastic moves. They haven't had to. They lost Ty Jerome, obviously. They brought Lonzo Ball in. Big move. Man was in Fiji when he found that out, actually.
Yeah, I did see that.
Traded away massive loss Isaac Okoro. He's going to be balling out for the Bulls.
Dropping a whopping 5 and 3. Watch out.
Nah, I'll still pick Cavs.
Yeah. The Atlanta Hawks or the Golden State Warriors?
Oh, that's tough. I think Golden State.
Yeah.
They're super old, so you wouldn't be surprised if they just break down halfway through the season. But Steph, Jimmy, Draymond, I'd pick Pozzie's going to have a good year. Not sure what they're going to do with cum buckets. I think, I think Warriors. I don't know. That's tough.
I like it. It's
Steph and Jimmy, bro.
Yeah. 2 more.
Okay.
The Atlanta Hawks or the Detroit Pistons?
The Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
Detroit, they were obviously the 6th seed last year. They've had some big losses in this free agency, like Malik Beasley, man's cooked.
He did not cook.
Apparently his situation's worse than KPJ.
Bro, they're got him. I think they're literally investigating with the FBI.
Yeah, they are.
That's not great.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
Not great.
Bloke's in shambles.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Out.
So I don't think we'll see him again. And then they lost Tim Hardaway Jr. So essentially their 2 best scorers. Who have they added?
Karis LeVert.
Oh, and they lost Darius Schroeder. So they added Karis LeVert, who's more of your kind of playmaking wing, not so much not a consistent shooter.
At least they get a shot maker out of that. They get someone who can actually get to his own spots and knock down a bucket.
But they need blokes who can be catch and shoot players like they did last season.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they added Duncan Robinson, which I liked, but not for cheap.
No.
So, Hawks, give me that core of, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Risa Shea, the lengthy wings, Nickel Alexander-Walker.
I love it. And the last one, the Atlanta Hawks or the Philadelphia 76ers.
Give me the Hawks, bro.
Yeah.
I got no faith in that Philly team.
So not even with VJ and stuff coming in. So you got Maxey, you got McCain, you got VJ, you got PG, you got Embiid.
There's just a question mark around them. I don't want to put any of my chips in Philly.
Yeah.
I don't want to bet on them at all.
No.
They're the most unreliable team. Yeah. If they have all those blokes playing, they should be the bloody 1 seed. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
Embiid won a season 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Well, there we are. Nice. Speaking about breakout teams, we forget players play for these teams.
Players do play for these.
So big one is which players will have a breakout season next year. Right. All right. Got a few names here. I'll start us off with, I think a big one, if he stays healthy this year, is Jaden Ivey. Yeah. Last year, missed a lot of the season in the end with a terrible injury. Was averaging 18, 4 and 4 during that time and was really stepping up. I think he takes another massive leap this year, plays that perfect number 2 role alongside Cade Cunningham. I'm super high on him. They took him high. He was a lottery pick. He was a top 5 pick. Took him number 5, I think. I expect him to get that up above 20 points per game, as well as increases both on the boards and the assist-wise as well. And I think it just takes a lot of stress off Cade. We saw through those playoffs, Cade just all the offensive tolls just on his hands, and Knicks could just load up on him. Dennis Schroeder was a good relief at times, but now you're talking about Jaden Ivey can do that and play a bigger role and be I think a really strong number 2. I expect him to take a massive leap this season.
Love it. The first player I'm going with is my man, Matas Buzalis. Bro, man's going to be balling this year, I'm telling you. The G League Ignite players, they're coming this year. Jalen Green, he's going to be balling out for Phoenix.
Come buckets.
No, not Jalen Green. Come buckets. No, Matas, he's going to take another step this year, I'm telling you. We're going to get rid of Vucevic. We only offloaded Lonzo Ball. But Matas, that's all we've brought in another wing in Okoro. But no, this guy, he's going to be a solidified starter.
Mm-hmm.
Going to have more opportunity. I think we might offload Kobe White as well. This is all hypotheticals, but I'm telling you, Mataz, he's got the highest potential out of all the blokes on our roster.
Yeah.
And we need to give Giddy his money. So once we do that.
Would you rather keep Giddy than Kobe White?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Kobe White, this is his ceiling. I love the look of Giddy.
Yep. All right.
But no, Mataz, he's going to be averaging over 20 points next year. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was my pick for Rookie of the Year.
Bro, he improved as the season went on. He did.
Yeah.
He's showing way more promise than Pat Will, man.
Pat Will.
So we need to clean up the roster, and Mataz, he's our player for the future.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I like it.
And he's going to be making a jump this year. 20 points a game. So.
No, perfect. My next one is another guard, but coming out of the West, they just moved off Anthony Simmons. I think Scoot Henderson takes a massive leap this year. This is the year of Scoot. We've seen it. People are close to labeling him a bust, but he really hasn't had the opportunity. I feel like he's played decent minutes when he's gotten the chance. Last season, averaged 13, 3, and 5. I think he can really be similar to a Matez, gets that closer to 20. I really like his playmaking. Obviously, it's a bit rusty, but I think he can get those assists up to a 7 or 8, which could be really elite for him. I think this year they just go ahead and give him the keys to that number 1 spot and just be like, let's see what we've got here. Because there's no point just letting him come off the bench and just locking him up and being like, well, I don't know if we're that high on him. You're Portland. You're not competing this year. Yeah. You got to see what you got out of these young blokes. I think Scoot Henderson is in for a big year and takes a big leap.
That young core, Scoot Henderson, Shaden Sharp, Donovan Clingan.
Yeah,
they need to offload Jeremy Grant. They need to get him to someone.
That was such a
get him off the books.
They signed him to a massive contract, and then trade Dame, and it was like that's a weird decision to make there.
But they did the right thing, offloading Anthony Simmons. That man, his ceiling in Portland was definitely reached the limit.
Yep,
it was just kind of wasting those minutes for Scoot to have. So no, I like that pick. My next pick, Amen Thompson. Yeah, Houston. Yes, KD's come in, so I'm not sure how much his offensive production will go up. In terms of scoring the ball, I just think overall his game, we saw it in the playoffs. This man was a playoff riser, and I think that's just giving him the confidence to be like, bro, I am the man on this team. Yep. I think he'll eventually be the best player on this team. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes from 14, 15 points a game to 18, 19, 20 in his playmaking. I reckon they'll actually be using him to run the offense quite a bit. Fred VanVleet, another year under his belt. He's getting a bit older.
Probably takes a bit more of a leadership role this year and just, getting him prepped.
Yeah, so Amen Thompson on both sides of the floor, he'll be all defensive this season. I don't know. He's just got so much potential.
Yep.
And so does his brother. But I think he's got the right coach with him. I reckon he's going to make
a perfect situation.
I reckon he could be all-star talks this year.
Yeah, love it. My next one is due to the injury of Tyrese Halliburton. I think Andrew Nembhard takes a big leap. Yeah. We were super high on him and copped a lot of flack for how high I was on him. But I think a year where it looks like he'll be the number 1 guard there, I think he's good enough to lead an offense. In Game 7, I know he struggled a little bit, but he still balled out a bit and had about 16, 5, and 5 or something. He averaged 10, 3, and 5 this season as the number 2 guard coming off the bench. I still think he's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He showed that, what he did on Brunson, showed that on SGA. I think he steps up big time offensively this season, takes the role of Pacers' number 1 lead PG and really steps up.
I respect it. I think still our biggest clip we've had, the Andrew Nembhard clip.
The Nembhard,
so we got to give it to him.
Somehow he's polarizing. I don't know how it works.
Let's clip this up. Andrew Nembhard.
So I think he takes a big leap. If he can get his scoring to that 16, 17 a game, I think that would be huge.
Oh, I fully expect him to.
Yeah, I'm super high on him, so I think he's in for a big year, big breakout year.
I got another one, Brendan Podziemski. I think he's going to be balling. He's going to be starting, going to actually finally have a solidified starting role. Having Steph and Jimmy there, showing you the ropes. Bro, I'm loving the look of this guy. I reckon he'll be averaging close to double-digit assists. I reckon he'll be 7, 8 assists.
Really?
Yep. And he'll be 13, 14 points. I reckon he'll be that classic, almost Ben Simmons stat when he was playing really well. Probably not the scoring of 16, 17 points, but around your 13, 14, 6, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. I reckon he's going to be, his production's going to be great. And he's quite efficient. He doesn't take too many shots, but his shooting's improving as well. So every year under Steve Kerr, this guy's IQ's getting better. Nah, I'm picking a leap for him.
You are a lot higher on him than I am.
No,
I don't really see it with him. I just don't see the upside on it. But hey, I respect it. All right,
do you want one more each? Or?
One more each. I'm not going to say Shaden Sharp because I feel like that falls into the Scoot Henderson one. I think one of those guards or either both of them will step up. I'm going a different route. I'm going with this guy's now the number 1 guard. on a team with Giannis. I think KPJ has the chance to really have a bit of a breakout year. Average 10, 4, and 3. He showed he's an elite defensive guard. That's where he really stepped up and took charge. He's possibly the worst starting guard in the East right now. But you're talking about there's no Dame there anymore. If they run it with him, obviously this guy is going to put up better statistical stats than he did.
I know, but like I don't know. I don't really see it.
I can see him getting it up. I think we saw in Cleveland, we saw him go to Houston. He's an insane talent.
Yeah.
He is one of the most talented players we have seen, like in terms of, like, just raw talent. He's insane. True. And he was one of the best high school prospects we've seen. And he's just had bad situation after bad situation. He's put himself in bad situations as well. I feel like he's found a bit of a home in Milwaukee and he plays high-quality defense, so that will keep him on the court. And then he's got the ball in his hands at all times coming down the court. I think KPJ can get this up to about 15 points a game, increase those assists from like 3 to like 6, and actually have a really good year.
Cool. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Mm-hmm.
Our ranking of the top 5 teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll do West after this as well.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're just going to pick who we think are going to be the best 5 teams in the Eastern Conference right now.
Yep.
It's almost like an early prediction.
Yeah, love it.
I'll go first?
Yep.
5, I've got the Celtics. I think they're going to be at number 5. Number 4, I've got the Hawks.
Yep.
3, I've got the Magic. At 2, I've got the Knicks.
Yep.
And number 1, I've got the Cavs.
Okay.
So that's my top 5 teams right now in the East. Philly, I just don't want to even put him in there.
Yeah, you're not touching him. It's like Embiid. You just don't want to touch him. It's just no one knows what you are. That's good. Mine, I've got Pistons at 5.
Okay.
I think they really step up again this year. At 4, I've got the Atlanta Hawks. At 3, I've got the New York Knicks.
Okay.
At 2, I've got the Cleveland Cavaliers. And at 1, I've got the Orlando Magic clinching the 1 seed this year. I'm super high on him. I think Paolo will put himself in contention to be one of the top players in the league. France as possibly the best number 2 as well.
Yep.
I love what they did. And Desmond Bane, he's a glorified number 2 or a number 3 scorer.
True.
And they've just got him for chips as well. I really like what they've done. So
gotta respect
there we
it.
are. Orlando, bro, the number 1 team in the East.
But neither of us had Philly.
No
really
Philly.
big
I didn't have Ticks in there.
No Bulls.
No Pacers.
Anyway, okay, the West. So my top 5 teams in the Western Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, I've got the Lakers. Number 4, I've got the Timberwolves. Number 3, I've got the Rockets. Number 2, the Nuggets. And number 1, the Thunder.
There's no way we just had the exact same top 5.
God damn. I thought you'd go the Warriors for sure.
That is the exact same. I got Lakers, T-Wolves, Rockets, Denver, OKC.
That's tough.
That's respect.
Luka and LeBron, they'll get them to a top 5 seed.
Yep.
Could be higher.
Yep.
Timberwolves, they'll be there again. And is just going from strength to strength.
Yep.
Rockets, right, they were 2 seed without KD. Now they've got KD.
Mm-hmm.
Nuggets, I think they're going to be a serious championship
I think
contender.
Nuggets are a chance to get the 1 seed as well. I think they've got a huge opportunity on their hands. OKC just won the chip, so usually the year after they win a chip, the regular season just drops off that little bit.
True.
Where it's like we're in cruise control. We know what it takes to get there. We don't need to go break this regular season record or anything.
I know, it's just crazy though. Like they won 68 games last year and none of them are in their prime.
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
Shea could develop a 3-point shot.
Yep.
Jalen Williams, he had wrist injury like throughout the majority of the season. Chet, he's going to be better.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're so solid. Hey, I like it. Who would have thought we'd got the same top 5?
I know,
100%. Got our last segment of the day.
One.
All right. We did a similar thing with the AFL, but I want you to cut 1 player out of these 4, okay? Starting off with small guards. Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, James Harden, or Trae Young?
That's tough. I think right now I'd cut Trae.
Yeah.
The other 3 were all NBA this year.
Yeah.
I think Harden, scoring-wise, Trae's better than Harden at the moment, but has way more opportunity and way more volume. Like, Harden doesn't shoot as much as Trae does. I wouldn't be surprised if Trae has a better year than Harden this year, but right now I'm cutting Trae.
Yeah, all right. Big guards, Luka, SGA, Cade, or Tyrese Halliburton?
Oh. Far out, bro. Oh, I feel so bad. Because, like,
you're cutting Hallie.
No, because literally Hallie was like, when I ranked all my top players, he was like 7 or 8. Okay. Hallie just came off the finals, so I'm not cutting him. I'm not. I can't cut Luka. I can't cut Shea. I'm cutting Cade. I'm cutting Cade right now. Hallie obviously isn't even playing next season.
Yep.
But he literally just made the finals.
Yeah.
Cade has never won a playoff series.
Respect.
So I'm cutting Cade.
All right. Shooting guards, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, or Jaylen Brown?
Ooh. I think I'm cutting Donovan Mitchell.
Really?
Yes. Oh, God, that's tough. No. I'm not cutting Donovan Mitchell. No, I'm cutting Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
I'm cutting Jaylen Brown.
All right, yeah.
So I think Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards.
I feel like all of those guys can be number ones. We haven't seen it yet from JB, but this year.
But Donovan has shown his playoff performance can be quite, up and down, but
he's still an historic playoff performer.
Early in his career, he was like the most historic playoff performer ever, and he's literally had a number one seed on both conferences. But Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown.
Love it. The vets, LeBron, KD, Jimmy, or Kawhi.
LeBron, KD, Jimmy, or Kawhi. I think I'm cutting Jimmy Butler.
Cutting Jimmy. Playoff Jimmy. He's gone.
I think.
Hey, well, the other three have won chips.
And Jimmy's just dropped off over these last few years.
Jimmy had a big chance to take charge in that T-Ball series and really didn't take it, which I was really surprised about. The power forwards, Giannis, Tatum, Paolo, and Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
Really?
I'm cutting Evan Mobley. I rate Paolo better. I rate, obviously, Tatum and you said KD?
Yeah.
Evan Mobley has great potential, won Defensive Player of the Year. But right now, I'm cutting him. Doesn't have the offensive game as the other three.
Perfect. This is the 5-man, but 2 of them are 4/5, so you can go either way. But I've got Jokic, a healthy Joel Embiid, Victor Wembanyama, and Anthony Davis.
Healthy Joel Embiid's still a bum in the playoffs. Bro, I think... but he won the MVP, and he's like, if you're going to compare any current player to like Shaq, it's Embiid.
Dominance,
so I can't cut a healthy Embiid. He's that good. A healthy Embiid. So Jokic and Embiid is safe. Wemby's generational. I think I'm cutting AD.
Cut AD?
I think I'm cutting AD.
Damn. No, I think I'd do the same. I think,
He could be a number one on a really good team this year, so I guess we'll see. But no, I'm cutting AD.
Balls in his court. 100%. There we go.
Is that it?
That's us done.
That is us done. Another NBA ep done. We're still waiting to see how many more NBA eps we go because it is really quieting down this season. But no, thanks for tuning into the NBA season as usual, or NBA episode as usual. It's great to show basketball every week.
Oh yeah, love it. But missing just watching it.
I know. It feels weird.
Fun.
But as I said earlier, chuck us a follow on the TikTok. Don't forget about the Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube. Give us a follow and a rating on Spotify. Helps us get found. But as always, Scott, thanks for tuning in.
We out.